Hello everybody, welcome to Storytime! Yay! It's so awesome to have you joining us. I'm Michelle from StoriesbyShelley. If you're loving my stories, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more stories, go through to YouTube, Facebook or Instagram. I've got stories loaded daily and it's wonderful to have you join me. And if you have a story that you want to hear, please share in the comments below and I will be able to find that story for you. So today's story is called Doughnuts for a Dragon. Oh, look at the smoke coming out of his nose. And it's written by Adam and Charlotte Guillain and illustrated by Lee Wildish. Now we've read some stories about our little friend here, George. He goes on lots of different adventures. Now today's adventure, he's going off to meet a dragon. Should we see what happens? Let's go. Doughnuts for a Dragon. A boy called George had a brilliant idea to be like the heroes of old. He would go off in search for a dragon to prove he was fearless and bold. Can you show me your muscles? Are you fearless and bold like a knight in shining armor? Where's your muscles? I'm going to squeeze my big muscles. So George built a time machine and packed his bag with some snacks that a hero might eat. There were cakes, pies and buns and a bottle of fizz. Now a bottle of fizz is just like soda, something yummy to drink, a good juice, and donuts. Oh, who likes donuts? I do! Me! Donuts are the best. The ultimate treat. Oh, yummy. Who likes donuts? Then George climbed aboard. Oh, around this down. Then George climbed aboard and he twisted the dial. So it pointed to long ago. Look at his time machine. Ooh. And with a whoosh, he was off, shooting backwards through time, till his time machine started to slow. Oh, if you could build a time machine, where would you go? What wonderful place would you go and see? The time machine stopped and George opened the door. Was his journey through time a success? Look, it went long ago, right now, and far ahead. So he's gone to long ago. Do you think it worked? He saw something lurking behind a large bush. That bunny looks a bit fuzzed. And then... Boo! A cheeky princess! I'm seeking a dragon, gasped George in surprise. Oh, well, take this map then, she said, but beware. There are horrible monsters who lurk around there, and they'll eat you if you don't take care. Uh-oh, we don't want to be eaten by monsters, do we? Be careful, George. George gave her a cake to say thanks for the map, and away on his scooter he flew. Whoosh! The princess looked lonely and she said to herself, well then, I'll have an adventure too. George hadn't gone far when he heard a strange noise. In the shadows he saw something sitting. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Was the horrible dragon sharpening his claws? What do you think is making a click-clack noise? Click-clack, click-clack. No! A witch was just doing her knitting.
Come here, said the witch. Come here, little boy. I feel peckish, and you look just right for my lunch.
Oh, have this fruit pie instead, offered George with a gulp, because I'm seeking a dragon to fight. Do you think she's going to like the pie? I think so. What fun things do you see on a witch? Can you spot the spider? There he is. What else do you see? Do you spot the princess? Keep your eyes open for her. Remember, she said she's going to follow them on their venture. Eek! Screeched the witch, and she trembled with fear. A dragon's a terrible brute. It can breathe deadly fire. That will roast you for sure. You'd better go home. Off you scoot! I'm not scared, said George, and he rode further on till he saw puffs of smoke up ahead. Was the fire-breathing dragon lying in wait? Look at our sign. It says the dark wood, the deep lake, and the pointy mountains. And there, in the distance, is a cave of smoke. Have you spotted our princess? Is she still following? No, it's an ogre. He was toasting some bread. Yum, said the ogre, lifting George up. I'll have you for dinner tonight, he said. Oh, no, don't eat me, cried George. Have these iced Chelsea buns instead, 'cause I'm seeking a dragon to fight. Look at our, do you see the bats in the ogre's house? There's bats on the roof. Can you see our princess? Do you spot her? Yelped the ogre in horror and fear. A dragon is scary and wild. It has many sharp claws and such jaggedy teeth. You should run away. Home, you crazy child. Oh dear. Look, the princess hit him with a stone. The ogre ran off with a terrible howl, and George carried on up the track. He was starting to think he had made a mistake, but it was too late to turn back. Then he stopped as a shadow fell over the path. From the branches above came a creak. Was the hideous dragon about to attack? Then George heard a bone chilling. Squeak! Oh, that's not a scary dragon. What do you think? He's not scary. The fierce little dragon had narrowed its eyes. It breathed out fiery flames. In a flash, George reached into his bag for the bottle of fizz and put out the fire with a splash. Then George pulled out the doughnut and threw it in the air, high up, and the dragon looked up and it froze. It leapt off the ground and then squeaked in surprise as the doughnut fell and plopped on its nose. Oh, but now look, our poor little dragon doesn't look very happy. Oh, shame, he looks sad. The dragon looked up and burst into tears. Please stop laughing, it managed to say. I'm ever so lonely and never make friends. No one sees that I just want to play. Then all of a sudden the princess leapt out. There she is, yippee! You poor little dragon, she said. I want someone to play with. Will you be my pet? Delighted, it nodded its head. Oh, look, the princess got a friend. And they feasted on doughnuts until the sun set, and the dragon breathed flames hot and bright. Then George and the princess did daredevil stunts, and the new friends played all through the night. Did you like that story? How fun! So George got to have his adventure. He went and met the dragon. Our princess even found a new friend. If you met a dragon, what special treats would you take for him? That's awesome. We'll see you again next time, everybody. Have a happy reading and see you on our next Stories by Shelley. Bye-bye.